Well, staffing shortages are plaguing almost every industry, and as KITV4's Kristen Concilio reports, a lack of adequate staffing is hitting Oahu's ambulance services especially hard.
If you're in need of an ambulance, you may have to wait a little while longer for one to arrive. EMS couldn't staff 21 ambulance shifts over the weekend as it struggles to recruit and retain personnel. 4 ambulances were closed on both Friday and Saturday morning, and from noon to midnight, there were a total of 5 ambulances down. The situation worsened on Sunday when EMS was forced to close 6 ambulances in the morning and 2 the rest of the day, and that meant people with less urgent emergencies had to wait.
It's unacceptable to be closing that many ambulances, and we recognize that, and we're doing everything we can to prevent ambulance closures.
While Sunday was a particularly bad day, the head of EMS says things have improved from 6 months ago. Today, it typically closes 1 or 2 ambulances on most shifts.
It's definitely not an ideal circumstance. It's not something that we're happy about in any way, shape, or form.
Severe staffing shortages were a problem for EMS even before the pandemic. EMS currently has 26 vacancies, and the acting chief says he's hired about 40 people so far this year, but also lost about the same number to resignation and retirement.
As much as we're trying to make gains and attract people, we have some improvements.
Part of the problem is a perception the starting salaries are too low to attract people to the job. EMTs make just over $52,000 a year and paramedics close to $67,000.
It's easier for a lot of these folks. They can make what they make working at EMS at other places, and they don't have to necessarily deal with a 12-hour schedule or some of the frustrations and things that we have to do.
To make sure public safety isn't compromised, EMS is shuffling around personnel across the island so there's no one area without an ambulance. It's also prioritizing calls, making sure to attend to those most urgent, and calling in for backup with contractor American Medical Response. The acting chief told KITV even with the ambulance closures over the weekend, as far as he knows, there were no bad outcomes. Kristen Concilio, KITV4 Island News.